All right. Hey guys, this is Zach Wood with Learn AI with me. Again, this is going to be a super quick episode. On vacation on beautiful Bear Hill Pond, Bear Hill Lake. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but my family has a beautiful house right on a lake out in Massachusetts, New England, and it's gorgeous this time of year. So me and the family came out here to visit for a little while, and I still wanted to go through and make a video for you guys just for consistency's sake. Um, I used the same workflow that we went through on the last video to make myself a portfolio. So if you watched last week's video, what I did was I just created a simple landing page to go sell to the small businesses in my town that don't have one. And then I actually took that and I went out and spent a day trying to sell them. So essentially just going and knocking on doors. I had two or three targets in mind already, businesses that I either knew the owner or had had some kind of business with them in the past, done business with them, and had some sort of in to get in and talk to them, and knew that they didn't have a good working website. So first I reached out to the people I knew, just shot them a text, said, hey, can I come talk to you? And unfortunately, none of them were available before I went on this trip. And so I went to the one or two that I knew needed a website, didn't have a website, and would be pretty easy sales. And they were crazy busy, wasn't able to even talk to anybody. But told them we'll talk, catch them another time, try back again. And it's sales, right? If you've never done sales, it's getting 99 no's for the one yes, and you've just got to roll with it and follow up, and it takes three or four contacts before you move on to the next step beyond initial contact, and it's it, it's what it is. So as I was driving around going to get rejected by these couple people, not rejected but pushed off essentially, I would see businesses and think, well, I've never seen their website. And I would literally just sitting at a red light, pull out my phone and Google this business or that business over there. And if I saw a website, great, I moved on. If I didn't see a website, I dug in a little bit more. And there were several of them that had no website at all, and just walked in and cold called them, just tried to sell them. And got one out of, I think, 12 companies that I went and talked to. I got one that was just a serious no. We don't want one. We like word of mouth advertising, and that's it. And we're old school and we like it that way, and that's what it is. So, okay, great. But there were several that were interested and asked me if I had a business card to leave. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's hard to make a business card when I don't have a specific company. I don't have a specific niche that I want to tie myself to. Like, I'm still in the process of figuring out what, who I'm selling to and what I'm going to be building. Essentially, it's going to be whoever hires me first. That's going to be where I dig in on my niche a little bit. Um, but for right now, I want to keep it pretty broad scale and keep my options open a little bit. And I know everybody out there that's selling business automations and selling um, AI powered tools and things like that, everybody says you've got to niche down, niche down. Well, that's great if what you're selling is a specific thing. You know, if you sell business automations or you sell chatbots or you sell websites or you sell apps or whatever it is that you're going to help a specific niche, that's fine. I'm not even at the stage yet where I know if I want to be building websites or automations or chatbots. I kind of like being able to do all of it. So I'd really like to keep myself to just be the tech world solution for people who are not comfortable in the tech world. And that's where I'm at right now. But that being said, I don't have business cards. I don't mind making business cards, getting them made, but um, pretty quickly I thought, oh, I don't have a business card, but I have a website, and I'll leave you the URL for it. And then after I said that, I walked out and was like, shoot, I need to get a website built really fast. And went out in the parking lot and did my workflow that I showed you guys last week. Um, DeepSeek or ChatGPT to help me build a prompt to put in DeepSeek, copy and paste into Replit, push from Replit to GitHub, from GitHub to Vercel, go to namecheap.com, buy a domain name. I got zachwood.biz, wound up going back in the business and saying, oh, hey, brain fart, sorry, I wrote down the wrong web address for you. That's an old website. That one won't actually take you anywhere. You want zachwood.biz, ZACHWOOD.biz, and that takes you to a website that I will show you right now. Super quick, right? Zach Wood, power lines to pipelines. All right. Helping small businesses grow with automation and AI. That's what I'm wanting to do. View my work. I've got a whole my journey process section right here. Hard hats to keyboards. I kind of like that. Pursuing the power of automation. Kind of like that. Hotel nights and storm delays. I taught myself automation, AI tools, and web development. Started as curiosity, turned into a calling. All right, well, a lot of this is really good. I've looked through some of this, but I have some sections that I don't really like. Like right here, I don't like that it says make.com. I'm not solely, I like make.com. I think make.com is great, but that's not the only tool I'll use. Like I'll get on N8N and do stuff on there. If make.com's not the best tool, I'll use whatever the best tool is. So I want to change that. These other ones look good. AI receptionist, chatbots, custom landing pages, study buddies, voice tools, custom automations, and I I went in and plugged in a video right here. This is just a promo video.
For a lot of people, especially those struggling with anxiety. That's why
Promo video I made, super quick for advertising the automations that I make for therapists, because that's one of the things that I want to sell pretty well. This app that I created is literally just a screenshot that shows a little bit of what the app is. Shows you it's built with Supabase, Stripe, OpenAI. A lot of the people looking at this won't know what any of that means, but it sounds good. The other part I don't like is where I have custom automations, an app here. It says 4L Solutions, and that's the landing page, right? So I want that picture, but I don't want it to just say this business, right? So I want to say something along the lines of custom landing page built for a, like this will say custom landing pages, and this will say example built for a luxury tool bus rental company or something like that. And then these are this friend of mine that's actually the owner of one of the companies. So he didn't mind saying that for me. And then this is tied to a make.com scenario where if somebody fills this out, it sends me an email. But I'm going to show you guys how to edit this and adjust this. So the first thing I'll change is super simple. I'm just going to get rid of this right here. All right, so I'm going to go in index, or go into my Replit, go to my portfolio. And then I know I've got my images here, I've got my video there, but essentially all the base code for this is in index. And then essentially I just got to scroll through here and look for stuff. So these are the headers, what I build, projects, contact, so that'll be the very top of the page. And then you'll go down here, mobile menu hidden by default. Definitely don't need to worry about that. Hero section, projects, my journey section. All right, so I know where all this is. I need to keep going down a little bit more. AI receptionist and chatbots. Okay, so this is what I build section. So that's this right here. And so that's where I need to be. Custom landing pages. Next one, business automations, make.com. So I'm literally just gonna take that out right there. And I can preview my new app. And in that heading, it won't have the make.com next to it. Business automations, no make.com. So that's gone right there. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit more to the My Projects. I'll take this and you'll be able to actually watch it change in real time. Oops. Uh-oh. How about custom websites? So then this will say a website for a luxury tour bus rental company with sleek visuals and mobile optimization designed for easy client contact and lead capture, right? I like that better. So now with that, I go to my GitHub and just give it some kind of what I did and then hit sync. It's gonna sync it, and when it syncs it, I will go over here to my portfolio on Vercel. It'll take a little while, but alright. So it's already using the source with edits, and so we should be able to check this out. What I build, business automations, doesn't say make.com. This says custom websites. So now we can test it out for sure. Go to new incognito window, go to zachwood.biz, and just triple check, make sure that that doesn't say make.com. That says custom websites. We're good. Just like that. So what it gives you originally, you are not totally stuck with. It might take a little bit of working with stuff. Once you've got something that you like pretty well, you can go in and use the AI assistant on Replit or whatever coding platform you're using. But it really helps to be able to kind of look through the code and understand what headers and paragraphs look like and things like that. Kind of understand just looking through, figuring out a little bit of what you're looking at, what's doing what, and things like that. And you can totally ask ChatGPT to talk you through a bunch of that. You can ask Gemini to give you a rundown, breakdown on anything you want to learn about it, all of it. There are a ton of classes you can take for free online, but essentially they're really, I don't know. I've taken a bunch of the classes, and I feel like I get a lot more information just sitting there talking back and forth to ChatGPT or Gemini or something like that. But anyway, I wanted to make a video, wanted to show you guys um, how to make a modern day business card, which is a website, right? So you can make yourself a little portfolio. If you haven't done anything, leave out the my projects part, but just put in what I build and put in anything that you reasonably think that you could learn how to build pretty dang quickly, like if somebody let you do it.